Starting a new world in Minecraft has really put it in perspective that I desperately need experience. Here's why. Recently, I updated to the newest version of Minecraft and I got my hands on a spear. Oh, now this highlighted an unexpected issue. I don't have any experience and this is how I have to get it. Yeah, so this video, our one and only goal is to fix that. But there's one thing I have to handle first. The farm I plan on building is going to be in the end and I don't want to die. So I'm going to do a raid real quick just so I can get a totem up and die. Oh my gosh, can you guys stop? Clearing a raid is the only way to get a totem up and dying, and it's not inherently hard. Unless something like this happens. Where are they? Oh my god! Whoa! They're in my base! How do I handle this? Here, actually, let me go grab a bow. Whatever I get on it's all that's gonna matter, okay? Okay, punch 2. Alright, cool. Yeah, getting past that hiccup, eventually I did get a totem of undying. Now, my focus could shift to the XP farm. I didn't even get Hero of the Village because Man. The first thing to do would be to find a new stronghold, because although I already have killed the Ender Dragon, that original stronghold was 8,000 blocks away. So, I would need something closer to my base. Now, I needed to do two things. First, I would need to set up a nether portal linking this spot to my other portals for easy access. Second, I need to activate the end portal, as this would be where the farm would be located. And now, I should be able to go into the end. Yeah. This is the material list for the XP farm. A fairly daunting list, but when you break it down, it's mostly just frog lights, glass, and leaves. And throughout this video, I'll have to find a way to source each and every one of them. There we go. Okay, I have enough for 10 more shulker boxes. That should be enough for now. It's time to go back. So now I just need flint. This portal would serve as a bridge from my base to the end portal. And now, my focus could shift to building the interior section on the XP farm. And to do so, I would first need to grab a couple of materials. I just need some coal, some iron, and I need to get this all smelted. And to the end we go. I do need some ender pearls, just so I can get an endermite to spawn. So, gonna take the spear and, Wait, hold on, this is insane! Oh! How this farm works is an endermite gets dropped into a minecart, which triggers all of the endermen to attack it. So, the first thing I need to do is to get an endermite to spawn. Okay, so now we gotta spawn in this guy. Oh! Stop! He's named, so in theory, if I pull back up here, he should be... Whoa! Okay, so, if I break all this, it should just turn on, okay? They should come any second, and... Oh, that's not right. There we go. Nice. This would be the core of the farm, which was now complete, and now it was time to shift into high gear. But there is one thing I want to do first. I got this cool new spear, and I kind of want to test it on the wither. And wither! I missed. What? There we go. Come on! Oh god. Oh god. He should be dead. Okay, he's gone. The first item for the material list I'd tackle would be frog lights. There's two ways to make a frog light farm. First is to find a bastion with a magma cube spawner, and the other one is to make a nice little farm on the nether roof. And to make things easy, I was gonna do the second. Like crazy. Stop. Should be able to pearl up through right here, maybe. Yeah! Let's just make sure this links to the original. It should. And yeah. Alright, cool. Before I built the farm, I would temporarily put down a little spawn pad just to test spawn rates. Are you... Okay, so, we don't have enough. Let's just go up. Oh, wait! Hold up. Because I chose to build in a basalt delta, magma cubes would spawn here just fine. But this highlighted another issue almost immediately. Okay, So, two things. One, how do I breed frogs? And also, how do I get the right kind of frog? Like, do I have to look this up? Breeding frogs is a fairly simple process. First, you have to go to the swamp to find a frog to breed. Now, am I crazy? Frogs spawn here, right? Aha! Hey, what's up, man? Okay, there's one. I need to find his... Give me a second frog. Aha! Hey, come here. Next, you breed the 2 frogs with the slime ball, and then you take the tadpole to a specific biomes to get specific colors. I only need green frog light, so I would need to breed them in a cold biome. What? Oh! Alright, cool. So follow this one, I think, right? Go to the water. Yeah! Tadpole! Wait, no. No! Go. How do I... Do I silk touch them? Maybe? Uh-oh. Okay. So if I take these tadpoles, like that, now, the next thing you're going to do is get completely sidetracked from frog breeding to designing a farm because you are a terrible YouTuber who has trouble keeping on track. Let's go up to... Why is he just looking at me like that? This is one of the early stages of the Frog Light Farm. Now, I did tweak it a little bit more after this. Nice. Now it's time to shift focus back to the frogs. Yeah, this should work to breed them. I just need to have it in a cold biome, so I'm gonna hollow this out real quick. Now, I need to place the rest of the frogs and get some more slime. With the slime, I sat here breeding for way too long, and for some reason, I can't break the habit of taking things way too far. I might have bred too many frogs. I managed to breed a total of 237 frogs. Why this many frogs, you might ask? I don't know. Now, I need to build a little highway bridging this portal to the farm. So there we are. Nice. Now, I have to get all of them to follow me. If I pull out one of these slime balls, they should all just go through the portal if I stand back here. You might notice I originally had a layer of snow, and I actually didn't need any of that. So I removed it as quick as I could. Now let's talk about how the farm works. First, I would need layers of netherrack stacked 3 high. This is where the magma cubes would spawn. And in the center, I would trap iron golem. These would kill the big slimes and make them tiny, small enough for the frogs to eat and create frog lights. Oh. And bam. Okay. I AFK'd the farm for a total of 4.5 hours and generated 53,000 frog lights. Considerably more than I would need to actually do the main build. Full. Not full. Now the next thing on the material list I would tackle would be leaves. But before that, I headed back into the end just to grab some more shulker boxes to make this easier. Now, I have to find a way to farm 49,270 oak leaves. And, it's gonna be a big job, so... What? Kind of looks like Herobrine attacked right here. Farming all these oak leaves took about 10 hours. Yeah. Now, the only thing left on the material list for me to get would be glass and dye. Specifically, green and black dye. Now, green dye could easily be handled if I just made a cactus farm. There we go. I'm not even joking. This took 10 hours to build. Nice. Now it's time to tackle black dye. This easily can be done by setting up a wither cage and creating a wither rose farm. Or I could just do the other method. Nice. Dye was now handled, and the material list for the main build was almost done. The only thing left for me to source would be sand for glass. This could easily be done by setting up a sand duper at the end portal frame. But to make it worth it, I would need something that's extremely high rate. Okay, so I gotta clear out this entire area. Now, to make this sand duper work, I would have to break the end portal frame. This used to be much easier with a mushroom, but this got nerfed in 1.21.5, so I'm gonna have to use TNT. And now, if I break you, the this on X. Okay. Now press X and just hold this right here. It should just do it. And boom. Hey! Wow, that took an astronomically long time. Cool. This is a sand duper. Now, in theory, if I've done this correctly, if I flick this lever, it should just turn on. I'm just hoping it doesn't blow itself up. And as a little test, I'm just gonna turn that off. Oh my gosh, no, no! Oh, man. Yeah, I got this one off the TMC catalog Discord, and I legitimately have no clue how it went so bad. So, I ended up reusing the same design from my first world, because at least I know this one works. And... Are you serious? Ah. Now, the only thing left to do would be to set up the inside collection system. And now, I could just AFK here for the remainder of the glass I'd need for the build. I sat here for a total of an hour and a half while the farm ran. This generated me more than enough glass to do the entire build. Now begins the long, tedious process of, trying to smelt all of this sand. Have you ever tried to smelt 40,000 glass? Because I haven't. This took hours. This took 4.5 hours to be exact. But eventually we did get it done. But following that came the long process of turning all of the regular glass into dyed glass, which was a process in itself. Everything about this project took an astronomical amount of time. And to get everything to the end, I would need a ridiculous amount of chests and a gas sling for the build. So it was time to start farming for some chests. Now, I just need to put some chests down right here. I'm gonna do it right here. Is that all? Oh. It's like Chestmageddon over here. With the chests all set up, all I would need now would be a gas, which easily could be done, but to make the process quicker, I would need some snowballs. Oh, hey, what's up, frogs? There's like 5 stacks, probably enough, maybe. Gotta place my happy gas down right here. Sure. Oh, he's alive! I hear him! Grow! Grow! How many snowballs do you take to grow? Oh! Oh! That was so quick! Okay, now it's time to build the thing. Am I done? Am I free? I just want to see how this looks from the mainland. It's beautiful. Okay, that's all. Goodbye. See ya. Bye.